Welcome back. I'm Johanna, me, my dog and books, mainly because I talk about books and often feature my dog. For those of you that seen previous videos, welcome back, and for anybody new, hi and welcome. I don't normally look this clearly to date of any of my YouTube videos, I make zero effort when it comes to my hair, face, etc. I should really think about that. But today is my full-on bed head. I'm still in my PJs, I'm wrapped in a blanket, I've got my morning coffee, the pups are upstairs sleeping, but I thought I'd come down and kick this off with a bit of a weekend vlog for you. I am the kind of person who finds it very difficult to chill, so I'm always cleaning or thinking about things to do with, like books or book content. I'm walking the dogs, I'm making dinner, I'm menu planning. I have issues when it comes to chilling, but I appear to have picked up a bit of a head cold and a sore throat. Touch wood, despite being immunocompromised, I normally don't get ill that often. I try and stay away for people with bugs, but the other halves had man flu for a week and a bit, so I think I've picked up a bit of it. So this weekend is definitely going to be a lazy, for me, weekend of reading, staying cozy, maybe watching movies. So I might share the movie that I watch with you. It might be horror or something. I do love a horror movie. Weirdly, I think it's good for my anxiety. So this weekend I want to share what I'm reading. I need to take Patti to the vet to get measured up for a wee surgical suit, because on early next week, Tuesday, she's getting spayed. Bless her. And what else will we be doing today? Put a nice curry in the slow cooker. I think I might do a chana masala. Again, not a cooking channel at all, but I'll just share my weekend with you. I've got to do a wee bit of work tomorrow from home, so I work on digital marketing, doing social media and stuff, so I often have once a month I've got a weekend shift, but I get to do it from home, so that's fine. Hopefully it's not too busy. And so I'll just take you on my day with me, which will be mostly at home. It's a little slight excursion to the vets. No library visits, I don't think. So please grab a wee cup of tea, cup of hot chocolate, coffee, whatever your tipple is, and settle in, and I'll take you on my weekend, which hopefully is mostly flapping around on what is it? That's not even a word. Flailing? I don't know. Chilling on my couch and reading. Also maybe want to share some of the books I definitely want to get to this month and maybe early March, because there's a few books coming out soon that I've got arcs for that I want to read ahead of time, so I'll share them with you. You've actually got me in the car just now because me and Patti have just popped into our local vet. Wait, you see, look at the mural, look at the mural, and this, oh, it's lovely. So because she's going in to get spayed on Tuesday, I wanted to go in and get her a little couple of surgical suits, because our vets do those instead of the cones, because Patti will not be happy with the cone. So she's in the back chewing a wee biscuit. Had to get one for Lucy, obviously. So yeah, this was me. Still got a head cold, obviously, as you can probably hear, but I quickly threw on kind of clothes, so I didn't look like, and then I'm going to go home, get some dinner in the slow cooker, and then get some new jam, might have an afternoon bath actually, get some jammies on, and then read more of my book. But first, I may, if it's easy enough to park outside, because I don't like leaving Patti in the car ever, and I can see the car, I might pop into a new, well, it's not new, a local hairdresser, because I'm on the hunt for a new hairdresser. Anyway, I'll let you know how that goes, if you want to know. Well, I'm going for the high polished booktuber look, clearly. Me and, well, Lucy's joining me because I'm feeling a bit bleh this head cold. So after I came back from the vets with Patti, she's got her new suits on. I'll maybe try and get a wee picture what she looks like being in bed reading The Drift. And I've only got about 100 pages left. This is really good. This is really good dark winter and thriller horror. It's so good. I'm really enjoying it. I actually think if my head wasn't so sore, I'd be reading it a bit faster. So when I've been having to give my eyes a rest, I've been listening to Started This on BookBeat app, I think. How to be your own therapist. I've seen a few people post about this. I do like the odd. I'm very selective about self-help books. I have to go, what's going on with my hair? Oh, bedhead. To be honest, right? You're getting the best of the best right now. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so this one is written by, he actually is, I think, a clinical psychologist therapist. So I have a generalised anxiety disorder, and last year before, spent a year in therapy, which so amazing. I also take medication, and one of the things that the therapist, it was through the NHS, that was the aim for you not to have to rely on therapy non-stop forever, but you to become your own therapist, which is the name of this book. So I'm early in, and I'm finding it quite interesting so far, so I'll keep you posted on that. I'm due to finish The Future, so I'll let you know what I think about that. I'm struggling, and it might be where my head's at. I'm struggling to comprehend the near, it's probably not quite near future, the speculative fictional world. And there's elements of it that I'm totally understanding, and then there's other bits that I think are erring on a bit too sci-fi for me. And you know, I did love the what's the Power. I loved The Power. I also loved the TV adaptation. So anyway, reading that, How to Be My Own Therapist, and The Future. So hopefully by the end of this weekend, today's only Saturday, I'll be able to give you a review. Lucy is keeping me lots of company. She's very cuddly, but she's also very snory and just farted in my face. You stinky old lady. But she smells like doggy biscuits. I don't know why I say that. I don't know if you've got a dog, but do they have a little smell? Like, they have a smell. Patty's downstairs watching the rugby. With her daddy. Six Nations are on. Anyway, I am going to run myself a bath. And in my bath, normally, I like the idea of reading a book, but I normally watch BookTube, don't I? And have a wee snack. Anyway. Oh. It's a Sunday. I've still been feeling pretty rubbish. Spent yesterday in bed mostly and in the bath, but I did finish 2 books, which I came on to tell you about and I'm looking for them. I'm also surrounded by laptops because I'm on call for 3 or 4 hours this afternoon for work. I can't really complain, I do it from home, but I could have just stayed in bed, to be honest. But I'm here and I thought, well, since I'm doing that, I've got a spare 5 minutes, I'll finish off this weekend vlog. At least I've got a wee bit of my appetite back. I'm not sure this is the food of health, but like Sunday and I'll have snacks. So this was the one that you would have seen me talk about on my holiday vlog if you've watched it. If not, you can watch it here. The Drift. My first CJ Tudor, and I said 2024 was the year I read her books because I've heard she's a great sort of horror thriller writer. This was so good. I highly recommend reading this in winter. It's so there's like 3 scenarios within the one story. So an overturned coach full of students, all of them are trapped. A stranded cable car full of strangers, one of them is dead. An isolated chalet full of friends, soon they'll be enemies. That's the premise. So obviously when I tell you someone in the cable car had died and stuff, it's not a spoiler. It said outside a snowstorm rages, inside each group a killer lurks. But that's not their only problem. Why is no rescue coming? The other half's making his lunch, excuse the noise. What are they trying to escape from, and who are the terrifying whistlers? So I could give you, yeah, maybe don't want, because it kind of gives a wee bit of a plot spoiler to say, if you're not really into this kind of book, then maybe give it a miss. But if you're into kind of dark, twisty thrillers that are kind of, can be gruesome and horrifying, this is it. This is so atmospheric. I had no idea what was happening. I actually buddy read it with my friend who guessed a link between 2 of the 3 scenarios. I was like, oh, well done. I never. It was so dark. The ending was brilliant. There was loads of different points of view, which I really enjoyed, but not so many because I can get overwhelmed with too many. Perfect winter horror, honestly. CJ Tudor, if this is the kind of stuff you write, I'm here for more. I've got quite a few of their books, The Burning Girls, Chalk Man, I can't remember the other ones. So if anyone's read any other CJ Tudors or wants me to read any of the other ones in a particular order, let me know. Also finished The Future by Naomi Alderman. She wrote The Power, which I loved, and I watched the adaptation on Amazon, which is perfection. I got salsa on my face. And oh man, I've dripped it on my top. Just well, I'm not going anywhere. And I had high hopes for this. It literally came out January, February. And it's dystopian, speculative, with great LGBTQ plus rep, but my head struggled to compute. So I give you thrilling, hilarious, tender, and always piercingly brilliant. The future unfolds at breakneck speed, highlighting how power corrupts the few who have it. So like the 3 owners of a big tech company, imagine, or 3 different owners of different tech companies. Zuckerberg, Musk and Gates, I suspect, or who maybe be, anyway. The future unfolds at breakneck speed, highlighting how power corrupts the few who have it and what it means to stand up to them. The future is coming, the future is here. I part read, part listened to it on audio, and I love a bit of dystopian speculative fiction, but I think my brain stops computing when it gets a bit too sci-fi, and it says me that works. Like, I work in social media and digital marketing, so I get like tech to an extent, but I think sometimes reading about, also this cover is stunning though, like catching my eye. So I do love, like, I'm not opposed to reading about that, but sometimes my head didn't compute. So like there was a group, an activist group, as well as like different terminology for like fox and rabbits for types of people in this new world who were kind of rebelling against the big tech companies and what happened. And obviously there was a reflection of what happened to our world, you know, like when the big thing in 2019 happened, but this is now further in the future and how we've just not learned anything, and the planet, blah blah blah. I really wanted to love it, but my head struggled with it, which maybe says more about me, because if you're a massive sci-fi and like heavy into dystopian fiction, then absolutely read this, like genuinely. I just really struggled with it. I don't even know what I'm going to rate it, because I think it was really well written, and the premise of it all and the story arc, amazing. I think my head just isn't that smart. So I finished 2 books. Hey! Despite being I'm back at work like as per normal all next week, so I'm hoping this properly shifts. I'm not back in the office. I'm normally in 2 days out of 5, so I'm not back in till middle of the week, so hopefully this is properly shift. I wholeheartedly blame my OH, the other half, because he got man flu and decided not to keep it to himself. So to be fair, I'm not often, touch wood. I do try and keep away, apart from obviously the clear snacks, but because I'm immunocompromised, so I do try and be super careful. So thankfully this is mostly a head cold. It's just like, oh, a sore head. And I really forgot to tell you, the books, 3 of the books I definitely want to read in February. 2 of them are arcs. The first one is Paper Names by Susie Lou. Thanks to Verve Books for this one. I have excuse me, I have no idea really what this is about, other than it involves 3 people, a Chinese-born immigrant in New York, his daughter, and a lawyer who lives in the kind of apartment block that Tony, the Chinese-born engineer, works in. It's from Verve Books, who I absolutely love, and it says spectacular, explosive and riveting. The story whip stitches in and out of time like a golden needle, said Adriana Shregiani, who I read back in the day and absolutely loved. The other one is Sunny by Sukh Ojla. This is actually a love story, just not the one Sunny was looking for, it says. So I'm not a big romance reader, but I do follow I'm part of Lauren the Book's Patreon book club, so this is February's read, and it looks right up my street. It says, a big bright novel, give a copy of this to all your pals, you know, this one's from the library. It's a book that roars, it's properly funny, it broke my heart and it made it swell, says Daisy Buchanan, so I'm very excited for that one. I like to go in partially blind, so to books, so, and this one, let me see, I think I showed you, got it in one of my earlier videos, is Where Sleeping Girls Lie This is the second novel by the author Faridah Àbíké-Íyímídé, who wrote Ace of Spades, which was a 5-star read for me. Absolutely loved it. I've already started it. I'm like 100 pages in. Absorbed. It's given me Gossip Girl, dark academia, secrets in a much more diverse way. I'm feeling twists are coming. It's a chunk, but I'm excited to get lost in it. So those are the 3 that I definitely want to be reading in February, which is now this month, obviously. So I'll let you know in a future video. The 2 people that have been keeping me lovely and good company, their snuggles always help, is Lucy, and I'll lean down and get Patti. Oh, look, see. Come on. She's a little angel. They're like furry hot water bottles. Last night they were both up keeping me company, keep me warm when I was getting shivers. So the future wasn't your bag at all, neither was the drift. Lucy loved the drift. I think someone in comments actually recommended a little series for you about corgis and mysteries. So we're going to try and track that down, maybe an audiobook. Patti is going in to get spayed on Tuesday, so we'll maybe put a wee photo update of how she's doing. Anyway, thanks as always for watching. I hope you enjoyed my weekend reading vlog. I might do another one if you like it. And if there's anything else you want me to, any booktube ideas, anything you want me to chat about books wise, any particular recommendations, that'll be the neighbour. Yes, that's the neighbour. The doggos like to say hello or they say snacks. That'll get them. Anyway, thanks for listening and watching and subscribing. Your comments, I appreciate every single one of you.